The resolution stipulates a new candidate qualification review committee will be established. And details such as who should sit on the committee, how many members it should have, who should nominate or appoint its members have not been made clear. Can you elaborate on how that screening process will pan out and what kind of candidates will be vetted through this process?
Well, okay. Well, to answer your question briefly, the Chief Executive, Carrie Lam, has just announced that this Candidate Eligibility Review Committee will exclusively comprise of principal officials from the government. Now, who are principal officials? Principal officials are bureau secretaries, bureau directors, the Commissioner of Police, the Auditor General, the Commissioner of Immigration, the Commissioner of Customs and Exiles, the Commissioner of Customs and Exile, Commissioner of the Independent Commission Against Corruption. The review committee has full powers and it is not subject to judicial review. Now, when you say, when you ask the question as to who qualifies and who doesn't, very simple. Someone who is a patriot is qualified to run. It doesn't matter that person holds a different view from the central government. So long as he or she is a patriot, then the person can run. So many of the Democrats in Hong Kong would be able to qualify and would be able to voice out a different opinion in the future Legislative Council.
Well, that's very important. As you said, some of the Democrats or the opposition parties might be able to be vetted through this process. So it is not a fact that the opposition will no longer have a voice in the city's political process.
Of course not. Yes. It is important for oppositions to have a voice, but the most important thing is they cannot be helping a foreign government in overthrowing our establishment, our Hong Kong government. They cannot collaborate with them to damage Hong Kong's interests or to otherwise sabotage Hong Kong with mainland China. And so long as they don't do that, it is perfectly okay for them to represent people, disgruntled populations from our society, to have a voice in the Legislative Council. Yeah.
And will the review committee conduct their investigation on their past behaviors or future behaviors?
It would be assessed on the person's past behavior, because all this evidence that is being tabled by the National Security Police Force would be past evidence of that person's, for example, public speech, that person's Facebook, that person's public exposures, and that person's affiliation with opposition parties and foreign powers and foreign governments. As long as these areas are covered, that would give a very good picture of what the real political inclination and any real foreign connection that person will have as evidence.